So we've had a lot of problems with the brakes the last little while. So today, we're going to replace the master cylinder because it's leaking internally. Now hopefully it only takes us a few minutes. We'll figure it out. Up you come. You're just a dog, you don't know how to drive. So this is the new master cylinder, but as you can tell, it doesn't have any reservoirs. So you have to pull the reservoirs off the old one. But I didn't buy any more brake fluid, so I gotta pull the old one off, put all the fluid into a container, the reservoirs on this guy, then pour the fluid back in. There's my old toolbox. I survived the fire, sort of.
You know they love that Chevy, nobody cares for you. Egyptian nights were never colder, and all your friends are thousands of years older. Whatever happened to that gang down by the Sphinx? Seems like they're only 40 winks away. Man, all those girls from Cairo with their belly button jewels that played you for a fool yesterday.
So, one wrench with 1/2 inch and 9/16, and 10 minutes later, and there's the old master cylinder. Getting this thing off from the old master cylinder isn't quite as easy. It's the first step. Champ, what are you doing? Is that what you want? You want to come up here? Or are you gonna come help me fix shit? Oh, okay, yeah, I know. You're not a mechanic, I get it.
Elmer's glue. Man, you're all wrapped up in them dead Egyptian blues. Oh, Mr. Touch, you know they love that mask. Do they love you, honey, sweetheart? Don't ask. Oh, where's those baby browns and that pearly smile? You know that smile that drove them wild by the early Nile. But terrific hieroglyphic, don't you, bro? Years of standing sideways have turned you to a pro. And all those girls from Cairo that filled your heart with lust, they vanished in the dust yesterday. And those bandages, they don't do that much for you. High five.
All right, yeah, all right. So I finished my photo shoots for today, and we're gonna do part 2 of the mechanic video. I got some really bad whirring noises that started just after I replaced the master cylinder, but I'm not 100% that was it, because there's a lot of things I've been messing around with. So I mean, any number of them could have affected it. And it's starting to make this horrible noise, and I'm really concerned because I gotta take this thing down to Cornwall on Saturday for a wedding. So I thought I would spend an afternoon and really try to figure out what the hell is going on in here. Take a listen. You hear that whirring noise? The part that worries me is it seems to be coming from one of these belts. So maybe one of these devices is shot. And it really sucks because I just replaced the alternator, so I really hope it's not that one. Now, I don't know, but this one seems an awful lot closer to this edge than it maybe should be, so maybe they're rubbing. I don't really know. Now, I can't really tell if any of these belts are going bad just looking at them like this. I mean, they look really quite fresh, to be honest. Coincidentally, this bar, it's obviously something to do with the main bit, but watch this. I grab it. I don't think it's supposed to shake like that. I think that's what's making the big clunking noise when I'm driving around, is this horrible bar. Alright, another little bit of tech advice I'd like. I think my gauges might be wrong. When I fill my van, the gauge sits up way above full for about half the time I'm driving. Then it finally drops down, and I've only ever put it to about half or just below half a tank. I'm really concerned that that's actually empty. Now, because of that, I'm also concerned that this is an issue because I can never get the temperature of the van to be anywhere above 1/3, no matter how hard I drive it, and I really don't think that's correct. Lastly, I almost always have low oil pressure. It never gets really, well, it'll hover above, up to half pressure, sometimes halfway, right in the middle, but it'll never get above that. Now that might be correct. It is a fairly old engine, so I can't be entirely sure of that, but I really believe that that maybe all the gauges might be wrong, and I don't know how to fix that. So if you know, please leave me a comment and help me figure this one out. I have no idea what I did, but the van is now running nice and smooth. That whirring noise is completely gone. That belt is still riding the same way as it was before, so I don't know. I don't think that's where that whirring noise is coming from. You guys can tell me. I don't know. Is that bad boy supposed to shake that much? So the last thing I did was I topped off the coolant, and I wiggled a bunch of stuff around, and I was showing you guys all the belts. I was wiggling all that, but yeah, maybe it was the coolant. Maybe the water pump was running with not enough fluid in it, so it was making a sucking noise. I don't really know. So that's it. It's running smooth. Next time you hear from us, we'll be heading to Cornwall to shoot a wedding this Saturday. And it's gonna be one hell of an adventure. So to all the mechanics out there, I'm really sorry for bombarding you guys with so many questions, but this is all new to me, and understand if you don't really have that much time to write a very detailed response to this, but any keywords you guys can give me, anything that I can just research into myself and really start opening some new doors for me, because I am at a loss. I don't know where these noises are coming from, and I feel like there's 9 or 10 different impending problems with this vehicle that I don't know enough to diagnose. So anything you guys can give me to look into that I can really keep on top of, I'd really appreciate it. It'd really help us get to actually traveling on this channel, because I'm really sick of wrenching.